Today we're answering the question that all of you have been asking on our social media, on our YouTube, in email, phone, text. How is the government impacting housing here in Maryland? And if you're watching anything about the national headline news, you might be thinking that Maryland is in for it. But we have some news that might surprise you. I'm Kelly Schuett.
And I'm Mike Mislinski. Be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe below so that you can stay current on everything that we have going on here in and around the Baltimore metro area.
So, two things that we know that are true about the new government updates. Number one, there's a mandate that you're going to have to be working from the office if you work for the government. And number two, that because of DOGE, the government is experiencing major downsizes. So, how is this impacting the people who live in and around Baltimore? Let's dive in.
So when everything changed in our United States, you were able to have a very flexible schedule. You could go into your office maybe once a week, once a month, once every 6 months. And this allowed you to live anywhere you wanted to, whether it be anywhere across Maryland, up towards the Pennsylvania line, even into Pennsylvania, or maybe even into Delaware, and then, anywhere else. And now with the mandate that we have here with the government, and all the workers, they're gonna have to be going back into the office on a more regular basis. I'm sure that's going to be ironed out here shortly, but all those people are gonna have to most likely make a move here very soon.
This is going to unlock some inventory in and around the area. These are areas that people thought, okay, I could deal with an hour and a half, 2 hour commute because I'm only doing it once a month or once a week. Now a 4 hour a day commute is unreasonable for them, so they are going to have to move closer to where their jobs are if they're going to be showing up there every day. So we do anticipate that this is going to unlock some inventory that has currently been very locked up. Most of these moves to more remote locations took place during COVID, where people got these really low interest rates in a high 2 or a low 3%. They've had no motivation to move away from that interest rate. Well, now they have a lot of motivation because their lifestyle just simply is not going to support that commute anymore. So unfortunately, they're going to have to up and move, and that's going to unlock inventory in the outer sides of the DC market where these government jobs are located. And that's something that we're going to be seeing here in Maryland.
And now you've heard about it, DOGE. DOGE has made a big impact on the job market in and around the DC area. So a lot of people, unfortunately, have been laid off or
taken a parachute.
Their program's completely cut, what have you. So those people are going to be looking for new jobs, right? So with new jobs, it may be here in Maryland, it may be elsewhere, which is going to unlock a lot of inventory as well.
Thinking about relocating to Baltimore? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it all down below.
From top employers to best hospitals and a boatload of other things, all the stuff you'll need to know before making the move to in and around Baltimore. The best part, this guide is entirely free. Just click the link in the description at the top pinned comment. Hope this helps.
And the third is the elephant in the room that everybody is nervous about: the economy. How is the stock market going to impact what's going on in the housing market? And this might be a surprise to you, but as people are more fearful to spend, the feds are going to reevaluate the interest rate. And when they set the rate at a lower amount, it eventually will trickle down to mortgage rates. So if the Fed does update the rate, it will not directly impact mortgage rates that same day, but it will trickle down to that where rates should continue in the downward trend that we have been seeing, making housing more affordable. So you're gonna have more inventory with potentially a lower rate, which could be a great recipe to make that move that you've been putting off, or to move to the area if you've been curious about the Maryland lifestyle and wonder, is there any inventory? We are predicting that there will be more inventory in the coming months.
When you're looking at the mortgage rates, if you look at a day-to-day basis, you're probably going to see a lot of fluctuation. But if you zoom out maybe on the week to month basis, you're going to see it's going to be a little bit more of that downward trend overall. So don't get too hyped up in terms of the day-to-day. Focus on the larger picture, and we should see some of those rates come down.
If you're not on the buying side and you're a homeowner and you're thinking, okay, I am one of these people, I am impacted, I do have to make a move, what does that mean for me? Am I gonna get a lower price for my house because there's more availability? Our short answer is no, because there has been a pent-up demand since COVID where we have not been able to meet buyer demand. So we're still seeing multiple offers on houses that are priced well, that show well, that are in great locations, meaning there are still buyers missing out on every single property that comes to the market. Those buyers are still actively looking. So if your house goes on the market, that's going to be an option that they could actually attain. So we're still anticipating strong offers, a strong market, and maybe a slightly more balanced market between buyers and sellers. Hey guys, it's Kelly. I'm here with Mike as well. And as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love even more, and that's helping families and people from all across the country make a move here to Baltimore. I moved here about 20 years ago and I've never looked back. I love helping countless families make the move as well. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen, and I've linked the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. Look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Baltimore.
When we talk about inventory, not all inventory is created equal. Just because a house comes on the market or we have all this influx of inventory doesn't mean too much. All the good houses are still going to go pretty fast. If the house needs a ton of work, a lot of updating in a not so sought after area, that inventory is going to be a lot different than the inventory that is, really move-in ready.
Every single house is different, and we sell houses in every single market, every single month of every single year. So when it is your time to move, we'll coach you on the best way to get the maximum profit possible. And if you're thinking about buying, we can put together a strategy where you're going to target some of these opportunities. So whether you're buying or you're selling, there's opportunities for both as we move into a more balanced market where everyone should come out a winner.
So if you want to stay current on everything in terms of the economic climate, as well as it here locally in the Baltimore metro area, be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe below, and Kelly and I will see you next time.